We can activate the payroll feature through going to payrolls and click on activate feature. Here we have the payroll components. We have the salary. If we don't have any appropriate account, so we will click on create your own. Here we have the employee liabilities. We will do or choose accrued salaries. Direct costs will be on salaries and wages costs, overhead through the salaries, bonuses to commissions expense account. The deduction will be other revenue or employee deductions. The insurance, we will activate GUSI for Saudis and GUSI for non-Saudis, and choose the liability account and the expense account for GUSI payables and GUSI expenses for both of them. Also, it will require from you to add your schedules. I will show you how to do it because I have activated before, so it's not showing here, but we'll show you how to create a schedule. In the pay cycle, we can activate pay daily, weekly, or monthly, or only weekly and monthly cycles, and click on submit. So now I activate the payroll feature. Here we write the first name. We have Ali Ahmed in the Arabic as well. Gender will be male. Date of birth, for example, 1st of January 1990. Material status as married. Nationality, for example, will be Syrian. Country of residence, Saudi Arabia. The email will add the email of the employee. Home phone number. Emergency contact number, we will add an address, work email, and work phone number. After filling these data, we will not click on save. We will go to employment details and add the ID number. Joined in, for example, he joined on 1st of June. Employment type, direct cost or overhead cost. We will click direct cost if he's working in factories, or overhead if he's like an accountant. So we will click on direct cost. Work schedule, we will put in factory of Al Khobar. Job titles. Quality manager, department on quality. The manager, we will choose the manager if there is any manager has been added before. Level of education, master degree, and we will write the university name, for example, in the description of education. And the major. After that, we will fill the salary package. We have the duration and pay. It will start since June 1st and ends on, it will give me 1 year after this date of today date. So we will, for example, change it to 22 December 31. Pay cycle will be monthly. Kind of basic component, we can click on hourly wage or monthly salary if his monthly salary. So the basic will be 10,000. The benefit, we will add transportation allowance, housing allowance, and other allowance like food allowance. The calculation type, we will click on transportation allowance like percent, housing percent, and the food allowance would be fixed. We will give him 10% as transportation allowance, 25% of housing allowance, and 500 riyal as fixed monthly amount for food allowance. Salary deduction, if there is any salary deduction like if they are collecting we call it um, in Arabic as jam'iyya, so something as a fund contribution. We will write the description and calculation type, either it's fixed or percent of basic housing transport or housing. So if it's fixed, we will write here 100. Social insurance, we will write the subscription number. Calculation based on basic and housing. The insurance will be for non-Saudis, as he is Syrian. After that, we will go to the third tab, which is associated document. For example, we have the driving license. We have Iqama ID. So the expiry date, we can write that expiry date of these documents. Choose file, click on the file and upload it. We will save. After saving, we have the employee page like ID, basic component, any deduction or document will be in this page. After saving the employee, we can check the schedule. The schedule, as we discussed before, to add a new schedule. Also, we can click on the schedule and view the employees who are registering in this schedule. For insurance, we can add a new insurance if we are locating in other country of Saudi Arabia, for example, Egypt or Syria or United Arab Emirates. So we can change the percentage. For example, for Saudis, we will find the name, English and Arabic, and the reference. Employee share, it's 10% for Saudis. Company share is 12%, which will be connected to GUSI expenses and GUSI payables. For GUSI payables, for both. Then we will click on save. The insurance has been updated and added successfully. Also, we have the employee documents. For the employee documents, we can see all the documents for employees like driving license, ID, any packager certificate, for example. We can search by employee here or by the document or from the expiry date and from to, so we have to inform them to renew it. After that, we have the terminated employees. For example, we have Walid Ahmed. He's an accountant. We will terminate him. So we will click on terminate, write the reference, leave type, for example, quit, date of today, description, details of the termination, and end of service amount. So we will write the end of service. For example, he will get 3,000 riyal. We will click on submit. So now that Walid has been terminated, we will find Walid in terminated page, as we see now. Also in the terminated packages, we will find the 3,000. Whenever we will pay this amount, so we will click on pay and write the account. For example, we will pay through SAB Bank, account, description, date, and amount. We will click on new payment. So it's partially paid. I paid only 2,000 riyal. Whenever we want to go back for Walid to activate Walid as an active employee, we will click on restore, this icon restore, but all the termination amount and the payment will be deleted as well. So we will click on OK. It will go again to active employee. For the employee payment, we will see after that any payment between me and the employee will be shown here. We can delete and we can add any payment. After that, we have loans, we have bonuses and deduction. For loans, whenever we add a new loan, so we will deduct the amount from our account, so it will go directly to the employee. So whenever we will add a new loan, so that means we pay to employee. So we will click on a new loan. Employee, Ali, count is loan, amount is 1,000 riyal. Account, so how can we will pay this amount? We will pay through Rajhi Bank 001, date of today. We will click on save the new loan. So now we have this loan. What does it mean that the payment status is not paid? It means whenever the employee want to pay the amount back to me, if he will pay by cash or bank, so we will click on here, payment received from employee, because not every time we will deduct it by or through the payroll run. So we can click on pay that we receive the payment from the employee. For example, we will save through cash on hand for Muhammad. Date of today, the amount is 500 riyal. So we have 500 riyal paid through directly through the employee, and the 500 we will deduct it by from the employee in the payroll runs. The second feature is bonuses. Whenever we want to give bonuses to one employee, for example, we have Hiba, we will write the amount, for example, 800 riyals commission, date of today, and write here the commission after the e-expo. Click on save. Whenever we will add a new bonus, until now we will just approve or book the expenses of the bonus, and the accrued salaries will be more. So until now we didn't pay, we will not pay to Hiba. We will pay either directly after saving the bonus or through the payroll runs. We'll click on save. Now it's not paid. Whenever we want to pay, we will click here, payment paid to employee. We will pay by cash 200 riyal, and the 600 we will pay through the payroll runs. For the deduction, we will click on new deduction. We will write the name of employee, for example, Walid Ahmed. The amount is 20 riyal, policy violation, date of today, and write the description. Uniform. Click on save. Now we approve the deduction, but we did not deduct from the employee yet. We will deduct it through payroll runs, or if the employee wants to pay me the amount, so he needs his salary to be in the bank as a full salary. So if he will pay cash, we will click on payment received from employee and write the amount. If we will pay as partial 10 riyal, so we will receive 10 riyal. We will click on new payment, and it's now partially paid. We will go now to the payroll runs. We will click on new payroll. Payroll reference number 1, all locations, period, monthly, year of 2021. The month we will click on August. Here we write payroll August 2021 payroll. We will choose the employees here to be shown in the list. Then click on next. Also the location, we can choose the only one location. Next, we will have the employee names. As we see, Ali, it's 2. Why? Because we have 16 hours in Al Khubar and 184 in main branch. So now the worked hour is, for example, for Walid is 216, and he has absence with 8 hours. Now we have to reduce the amount in the worked hour to 208, so it will be 0. The overtime, for example, he has 1 hour, so it will be equal. Also, he has 2 hours of undertime, so we will click on or reduce the amount with 2. After that, Hiba, she has 214, 2 hours of undertime. We will remove it from Walid to see the effects of every employee. For Ali, he has overtime 2 hours in Al Khubar and 5 hours in main branch. We can fill it like this or download the Excel file. We will download the Excel. And fill the hours required in the Excel. Then we will click on save. After that, we will go and upload it here and click on import, so it will filled directly. After that, we will, after reviewing, we will click on approve. It will be translated to money as amount. So the monthly salary, for example, for Walid 7,000. He has also ticket allowance. Also, he has policy violation, which we write it together. Also, we have Hiba. She has undertime as deduction or hour deducted from her. Also, fund contribution, which is monthly deducting from the Hiba. We can just click on delete if we don't want to deduct from Hiba this month. Also, we have here loan for Ali 500. We can change it to 400. Would click the amount and write the correct amount, or only we will deduct 300 riyal from this month. So we can click on the amount and change the amount. After reviewing all the components are amounts as overtime, undertime, commissions here. So we will click on approve to pay. This is the payroll runs, verify payment. We will review the amounts. We can pay one by one or pay all slips with one time. We will write the account or choose the accounts, for example, cash on hand or SAB bank. Then we will pay all slips with date of today and click on, or 31st, and we will click on pay all slips. It's paid, we can finalize and archive. So now it's archived, we can download it Excel to save it in the system. Now it's saved as it seems. Also, we can check the pay slip. We will click on the employee name, Ali Ahmed, and check the pay slip of August as it seems here. Also, we will go back to the employee name and click on details view. We will find here the transaction. Whenever is there any loans, debit and credit and pay slip will shown here in the transaction. And we can download it by PDF. As it seems here, we have the transaction. Okay. We have also with payrolls the reports, which is related to payroll, which is employee salary reports and employee account statement. Employee salary reports, we can choose the period until 31st of August. We can click on the department and then it's pay and click on filter. We will find these 3 employees as job title, department, and the monthly salaries, which we have only August salary, it's there. Employee account statement, whenever we click on the employee name and change the date to 31st, because the payroll is in the end of the year, we will find the account statement between me and Walid. We will find 200 riyal not yet deducted from the employee or paid by him. So it's coming with minus. Whenever we click on, for example, HIBA, we will find HIBA as 0 because we pay all the amount between us.